Okay, here we go, another vlog. All right. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca. I've just kind of gotten started again here on YouTube, so welcome. I'm a writer, I write screenplays, I'm working on some books. I'm a painter. This, where I'm standing right now, is actually where I paint normally, so I've got this wonderful bright light coming in. Back behind me is where I write. There's a desk back there as well as a lot of clutter. At some point I'm going to do a tour of these spots, but for now, hey, it's the day after the 4th of July. I'm a little tired, a little sleepy. It's like a really rainy day here in Wisconsin, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It was a really nice low-key 4th of July. Made some potato salad, we grilled some steak, just like me, my mom, and my brother, very quiet, and the dog Finn. Yeah, I made a blueberry crisp, and it's just been a really wonderful, quiet holiday, which is really nice because where I'm at, it's a very touristy area and it can get really nuts. So this was good and chill, which is wonderful. So yeah. Oh, and one more thing before we start talking writing. I've been doing some painting and it's so fun. So I took a break from making art, from making like visual painting, drawings, all that stuff. I did it a lot when I was a kid and in high school and in college, and I was pretty serious about it. And then I just slowed it down. I got into filmmaking, got into writing, but in the last several years, I've gotten really focused on painting, and it's so nice because it was so frustrating for so long. I always felt like I was just kind of feeling my way through, just working through, like writing, working through the hard parts, just like doing my reps, doing painting after painting and trying to feel out my relationship to that medium. But I'm finally starting to feel sort of a sense of flow and ease, and I know that comes from just confidence of doing it for a while, but I wanted to share two things that I've been working on just because it's fun. This one is not finished. I'm just having fun with it. But let's see if we can really even see that. I love the sense of like movement that I'm feeling in this. Like, can you hear me? Yeah, the microphone's down here. It's not there. Anyway. But yeah, it doesn't even show up too well here, but I just love the sense of movement. This hasn't even been painted yet, just mapping it in. But anyway, I love painting country roads in Wisconsin. I love that. And eventually you'll see a picture of it that actually doesn't look so kind of harsh in this light. Also, this painting, let's see if I can make that somewhat clear. I really enjoy doing this. This is, obviously it's just a still life of flowers, but I started painting this exact bouquet, from a photo, a couple summers ago, and I got really frustrated with it. And this time around, I don't know, I just had this agility to it. I had this sense of movement, sense of playfulness, just like whatever, I'm just going to see what comes and I'm not going to be precious about it. I'm not going to be perfect about it. And it just turned into this really lovely bouquet of flowers piece, and you can see it still even has painting tape on it, which I'll peel off, and it's on a wooden frame, which is really nice and easy to hang. So I love painting on wood panels. I need to get some more, but I just love how this came together. It just felt really easy and sort of luxurious to paint, and I don't know, it's kind of cool to feel like I'm becoming more flexible with the medium, and it's so much more playful. So anyway, that was a little painting break before we get into a lot of writing talk. And yeah, just like a little bit of vlogging about the 4th of July and enjoying summer and all of that, and enjoying life while also making art. So yeah, thank you for being here, and let's get into it. Hello. Ugh. I have to get back into the screenplay, and I really, really, really don't feel like it. I know that I like it. I have it in my mind, if I think about it, I'm like, I like these characters and I like what they're up to, and I like the little like funny little hijinks they've got set up. This is this Christmas rom-com. But goddamn it, I do not feel like writing lately. Part of it's because I got sick a little while ago, and then I just like slumped, and it was rainy for a few days, like, and it's like you kind of like when you don't feel well and then it's like dark, your brain slips into like sadness, not like horrible sadness, but like enough where it's like, okay, I gotta like work through some stuff. And it's like, this is what writing is. Like, writing is like, so often we're just dealing with like what is at the surface of my brain, and I have to deal with that, and I have to clear all this space out in order to open up to the script. And I know I'm ready to write, but I'm just resisting it and like going on YouTube and stuff. So I think it's time to just get to work. Okay, fine. Also, my hair is wet from the shower. Rebecca, just write. Just set a timer. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, so I just got about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour done working on the script. It's like, I'll just be honest, like, I was very crabby while working on it. I was like, I am tired, I feel groggy mentally, I don't feel like working on this. But that being said, I got a few pages done of dialogue. It's not like good dialogue, but it's something to edit in the future. So that's really great. And then, it's like slow, groggy opening up my brain to the script again. It's really helpful, and it's helpful for me to remember, like, yeah, you can do it crabby. You'll be fine. You set a timer and you just go like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to keep working on it. And doesn't mean I'll necessarily like keep all this dialogue, but it's a start, and it's work that I wouldn't have done if I wasn't willing to do it kind of groggy, kind of crabby. But yeah, the opening is starting to take shape, and it's interesting. I always feel like the first 10 pages, I'm sure other writers feel this way too, the first 10 pages are the part that you end up spending the most time on, because you're planting so many seeds in that early chunk of the movie. You're getting the hook, you're setting up the premise, you're establishing these characters, you're establishing the journeys that they're going to go on, or at least hinting at it. And it can be the most frustrating part of the script. I think for me, for the most part, it's the most frustrating part, other than just the endurance of writing all the pages. But yeah, the only way to do it, the only way to go through it, is to go through it and to start writing and to start coming up with the wrong moments, the wrong bits of dialogue, so that you can find your way to the right one. So yeah, just a reminder, we can all do things crabby and we can still do them. You can do it crabby. There you go. Okay, that's it. Lunchtime. Hey you guys, it's been a little minute since I've done any kind of update on the writing process. It's slow and groggy still, but I'm on page, like a really messy page 37. So that's cool. It feels good to see the numbers go up and to see the pages start to accumulate, but I don't feel like I've really hit the emotional pull of it yet. So that's sort of frustrating. But that's, with all of this, it's just part of the process. So that's what I tell myself when I'm writing. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to tell you about this while doing it, because it really, it makes me reflect even more on how this is going. So for me, what I notice in this process of writing a romantic comedy movie is that I start out generic, right? I know what the scenes are, what they are supposed to fulfill, right? Okay, these are the friends discussing the relationship, and this is why we would never date, So I write a really crappy generic scene of that. This is the part where the parents are talking about, like, oh, this is how it used to be when you two used to be together. So I write that, but it's not very good, right? It doesn't really hook me. It doesn't have solid, concrete details that I find compelling. I do not feel like I have the emotional arcs and the emotional needs of my two lead protagonists. I don't have that clarified at all. I have a really vague idea of what they want from each other, but I'm still not even like fully, completely clear on the deep emotional reasons why they broke up in the past and why they're meant to be together now. I have a really good clarity on like the overall lesson of the whole thing, or like what's going to really bring them back together. But there's an emotional core that I haven't quite hit yet. But that's why I write the generic scenes, right? That's why I write sort of like bullshit, just to start to feel out like, well, how do they talk to each other? Like, if I can push through and write the wrong stuff, then I can start to every once in a while hit on something that feels right and that feels like a good idea. But yeah, I mean, this part of writing the script, the first act of the screenplay, it really is feeling it out and writing a generic version of itself, which then allows me to start to feel out what is real, what has depth, what has like a teeth to it. That can actually capture my heart and make me fall in love with these people so that other people can fall in love with these people. But I'm still in the falling in love process, right? It's like The Bachelor when they don't tell each other. What a stupid reference, but whatever. But it's like The Bachelor, like on this show, like when they're like, I'm starting to fall for you, and they don't say the thing. They're just like, I'm starting to fall for you. So like me in this process with these characters, I'm starting to fall, but I don't really know enough yet. I'm intrigued. So that's where I'm at right now with my romantic comedy screenplay. Yeah. Feels good though. Page 37 feels like a good spot to be at. Okay. Hey there. So I'm going to wrap this up. The 4th of July, holidays, family, food, like I never write as much as I think I'm going to. I'm never as productive as I think I'm going to be. But that's okay. It's been good to kind of step away from writing, to step away from the script, and just thinking about everything, like YouTube. I had a video, the last video I posted did really well. If you haven't seen it, it seems like it's really resonating with people. So that's really wonderful. It's about making your own life feel epic, kind of putting your feet into your life. So yeah, check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Thank you so much to everyone who has commented on it meaning a lot to you. It means a lot to me too, and it's so nice to meet people on here. So yeah, really cool. Anyway, like I said, it's been good to take a little break and not be as productive as I planned, right? Sometimes it's actually a good thing to not push, for things to not go according to plan, and to just say, yeah, I need a little bit of space from the screenplay. And it's really struck me lately that I have a desire to push forward on another project and just sort of fold it in, continue to write the script, but to fold in another project that I actually first thought of doing a year ago. And I'm not going to share about that just yet. I'm gonna gently work on it, and I'll tell you about it in a future video. But yeah, I've definitely, as much as I enjoy screenwriting, and it's been cool to see scripts get made, it's also been sort of disheartening lately to see projects moving really slowly, and that's something that I've heard. I heard that from my manager. I've heard it from producers who have my scripts, just that the industry is moving really slowly, and that can be really disheartening for screenwriters. If you're a screenwriter out there, yeah, it seems like there's a lot of us that are just like waiting and hoping, and there are producers out there that can't even pitch things right now. Not to say that things aren't happening. Things are always happening. People are always making movies. But for my particular Christmas movie area, it's felt a little bit slow, which is frustrating. But as you know, I do a lot of creative things, and I have another project to work on alongside this script, just to kind of keep my spirits up, and it's something I actually care about quite a bit more, and it feels very personal. So anyway, got another writing project going. I started it this last spring, took a break to work on the scripts, and now is the time. I need a little revival. I could feel that during this 4th of July holiday. Like, yeah, it's time to reinvigorate myself with something that I'm really excited about. So you're going to hear more about that soon. And thank you so much for watching. I'm still kind of feeling out what this YouTube channel is. It's a new thing to be like filming B-roll throughout my life, and think about what I want to talk about, think about what means something to other people, what gross, like not like provides value, but like, what do you need? What feels good? And for me, it always feels good to watch other people be creative and to work out the process. And sometimes that's seeing people at work, and other times it's hearing about the process. And I'd like to continue to do a variety of that with writing, with painting, with baking for joy's sake. But yeah, I also think I'm going to start doing some videos just on the creative mindset, things that I have had to do to keep myself in good spirits while making art. So much of it is taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and keeping your head on your shoulders, and helping yourself stay inspired and stay motivated. And yeah, I'd like to start talking about that and doing some simple videos on that. So I think the next video I'm going to do, at least as of right now, unless I surprise myself and you, I think the next topic I'm going to talk about is feeling behind, because that is something I have felt an awful lot in my life, and it seems to resonate with a lot of other people. So we're just going to dig into it soon, talking about feeling behind and how to work through that and how to sort of transcend that. So lots to come, more writing projects, more painting, lots of mindset stuff to talk about. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.